Today I will be reviewing a horror movie called The Black Phone. And right away, this movie takes place in the late 70s and it makes it very obvious without even the knowledge of what year it is, which it states in the beginning of the movie. But it's just so aesthetically accurate that you can tell right away that it takes place in the late 70s. Ethan Hawke is our main bad guy, and right now he's been in so many recent movies and shows. It's insane. Moon Knight and Northman, which I also review. Go check them out. Ethan Hawke is a very convincing psychotic murderer, and even though he's an actor and he has to wear a mask, his body language is so good in this, and the way his movements are just makes this character so compelling. Okay, our director is Scott Derrickson, who also directed Poltergeist, Sinister, and the newest Doctor Strange movie, Into the Multiverse of Madness, or whatever it's called. Anyways, the story is Finney and his sister are kind of outcast at the school. Finney gets beaten up by bullies a lot of the time, while Gwen, his sister, gets in trouble at school frequently. The beginning is very violent due to the fact that everyone is getting beaten up for some reason. I guess this is what kids did for fun before the internet. One of my favorite characters, named Robin, who is the toughest kid at school, per se, and also friends with Finney, beats a kid so badly it was so hard to watch. There was, blood all over this kid and the ground, and these kids were just watching it happen. I guess this is, this is like some kind of, concert to them. I don't know. Anyways. The two siblings live with their abusive father, who has a pretty gnarly mullet. There's this one scene where the dad must have had one too many and expresses his love for Gwen when he tells her that her dreams that she has aren't real and to stay out of trouble. And I don't really want to go into it, but let's just say the dad gets a belt out, If you know, you know. One day while Finney is walking home, he stumbles into a guy with white face paint who has spilled a bunch of things on the ground, and right away he's about to be snatched by the Grabber, I believe he's called. Yeah, I had to Google that one. Apparently Ethan Hawke plays the Grabber. I just called him the white mask guy. Yeah. He covers him up with balloons and spray paints something in his mouth. Or no, is it spray paint? I don't know. He sprays something in his mouth. I'm not sure, and chucks him into a van. Also, I forgot to mention that there are a lot of missing kid reports around town, so the Grabber has been busy. He leaves Finney in a basement with no more than a bed, toilet, and for some reason a black phone, which makes sense because it is the title of the movie, but not why it would be in one's basement. It occasionally rings, but our mysterious man in a white mask assures Finney that it doesn't work and to stop touching it. Okay, so back to the sister. She apparently has these dreams from God or something. I don't know, but they show her glimpses and moments in people's lives, most specifically of the kids that are missing and where Finney is being kept. So does this mean she has powers like 11, or is God really working in mysterious ways? I don't know. Finney's down in the soundproof basement chilling with the occasional visits from our psycho, and the phone keeps ringing. Eventually, he has enough and answers it, and there's someone talking on the other line. Yeah, so it's the voices of the kids that are missing. They tell them all sorts of stuff, like how to escape, and that they got tricked into falling for the Grabber's trap and going upstairs to play a game when the door is unlocked, only to get bamboozled and killed. Also, our friend Robin is here. Yeah, he also got snatched. It's so weird when Finney is talking on the phone and the ghosts of the kids are right behind him. It just gives me the creeps. Gwen is mad and finally tells the authorities that she knows where this killer with the black balloons and what house he's even at. The detectives get there and don't see our creepy friend but his brother, as he explains he's just there staying for the week, I believe, and then he's there to track down a killer. And at first I thought he was in on it, but no, he actually had no clue that there's a kiddo in the basement underneath him. The detectives don't see squat and just roll out. The ghost kids tell Finney more stuff like what he needs to do to escape, and he eventually does, but the Grabber's annoying dog sounds the siren, and this epic scene happens where Finney runs down the block yelling, and the Grabber wrestles him and holds a knife to his head. It just goes to show how dedicated our killer is to his craft. Isn't that nice? Also, all right, sorry, I'm trying to wrap this up with everything I still remember. Finney decides that the phone is his best weapon of choice for some reason. I don't see that, but whatever. He rips it off the wall, preparing for our killer to come down because he knows the killer is done playing games. He wants to murk this boy, um, but he ends up stumbling into his brother, the idiot detective, and does what any brother would do and puts an axe in his head. The grabber also brings his dog downstairs for comfort or something. Finney isn't trying to be the next person on the list and smacks him a few times with the phone, and strangles him with the phone cord, but not until the possessed phone can have all the kids give their goodbyes to our masked friend. Simultaneously, Gwen brings the authorities to the house across the street, where they find in the basement buried people and the exact same number as the kids missing. Man must love kids, and Finney gets to reunite with his sister again, and I guess his father. I don't think he's very happy about that, though. And that's the end of the story. I honestly can't think of anything to nitpick. If I had to, I would say that I would want more Ethan Hawke, and that him wearing the mask all the time kind of hides his acting ability. But even that wasn't that much of a problem for me. This was, for once, a very good original movie, not a sequel or a reboot, but based off a short story that was well executed. I rate this movie a 9 out of 10. I don't ever rate anything a 10. This wasn't a movie that changes my perception, but it was one that is a must-see in the theaters. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe, and goodbye.